everyone, I'm Kristen Gerhart. With me is my co-host, Tiffany Amber Thiessen, and you're watching Exposé.
Do you like my new scarf? I just got it.
You look like Dalton Wayne.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Well, you look like Kristen Lambert. I'm sorry. I did not mean it. I take it all back.
Too far, Zach.
Today we will be reviewing Touched by Hanson Chien.
I think it's Chien.
Kristen, don't play stereotypes. It's clearly Hanson Chien and dim sum. The effect is described as...
You know what? This week, I think I'll read the description.
Fine. Be that way.
Touch is an effect where a rubber band jumps from your hand to a spectator's hand. Round the rubber band around your palm.
Doesn't make sense.
And ask the spectator to give you his hand.
Sexism.
The moment your hand touches the spectator's, the rubber band jumps to his hand in a blink.
Sexism again.
I can't do this.
Simple, direct, easy, and always impressive to the spectator.
Always? Like, even if your puppy dies, you're still gonna be impressed?
Don't talk about that. That brings negative energy into the show, and nobody wants that. Louie, she didn't mean it, okay? She did not mean it. Peanut butter trailer time, peanut butter trailer.
You're so weird.
这边有多少明显的红色橡皮筋在这个位置，我松弛一下，好，放在手上，再请伸你的手并拢往前伸，朝上，对，好。所以这条我松弛过橡皮筋在这个位置，再来仔细看，3、2、1，瞬间到你的手上。
好神奇哦，是怎么变的？
准备好了吗？3、2，我刚说过什么？瞬间移动。3、2、1。将橡皮筋送给你做纪念，在你手上发生。3、2、1。
The effect is very simple, it's easy to learn, and once you've learned it, I guarantee you'll add it to your rubber band routine.
This effect, for how simple it is stunning. It's a great trick with a lot of potential. 9 out of 10.
The method is extremely easy, it's pretty darn clever, and once you learn it, you'll be doing it for years to come.
Anyone can learn to perform this trick because the method is so easy to grasp. 9 out of 10. The performances look great and the spectators seem to really love the effect. The only thing I can say is that there wasn't a lot of variation on the performance of this trick, so that all of you that buy the effect will have to get really creative in the way that you present this effect. 8 out of 10.
The performances were all in an Asian language, and I'm too white to understand which one. However, the spectators seemed to go, yeah, after every time he did the trick, so I think that means they liked it. 8 out of 10.
There's no verbal explanation, so you're going to have to watch the download a few times to follow Hanson's hands to see what he's trying to convey. 8 out of 10.
The explanation is set to music, and there's no text to explain the movements, but it's really so simple that you won't need it. 8 out of 10. Bro! Scared ya. Scared ya.
Bro, gotcha. Scared you. Scared you.
The quality on this effect is actually pretty good. They use Canon DSLRs, but it's clear that they spent way too much money on a matte box in order to afford lighting, as the explanation is very dimly lit. But with that said, it's very easy to follow, and it's pretty decent. 8 out of 10. No, 7 out of 10, sorry. Didn't learn my line.
Overall, the quality was pretty good. It's easier to follow when a red rubber band was used as opposed to a yellow rubber band because the lighting isn't wonderful, but it gets the job done. 7 out of 10.
This effect used to be sold on a DVD that was $25 from a certain magic company, of which I will not name, and it was the selling point of the DVD, so seeing it here for only $7 is a sight for sore eyes. 8 out of 10.
I agree that the trick is better priced at $7. However, what you get from the download, I think $5 would have been a much better price. 6 out of 10. I feel the only difference between this and a Michael Bay film is explosions, Shia LaBeouf, and crazy lens flares.
I may have had a panic attack while listening to this music. It's like Mombasa from Inception. Oh, you guys don't know what that is? Hold on, I'll play it. And now for 1 minute of unscripted banter. Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. This effect is pretty good. I would easily add this to my rubber band routine. If you're doing Crazy Man handcuffs, it's pretty much silly not to do this in the routine. It's really easy. The method is extremely well explained, and it's something that once you learn, you'll never really forget. And if you never have anything on you, you can always find a rubber band and do this trick.
I like it because it actually helps you connect really well with the spectator kind of on a one-on-one level, better than just sitting at a table with a bunch of people around doing an effect for a bunch of people. It's really personal, and I like that it brings you in with the spectator on a kind of a personal connection. Plus, it's super easy to carry around. I love that it's compact and you can do it for anybody and they're all going to appreciate it. It's a beautiful trick.
It's good. I like that you can hold people's hands because that's always good.
Unless they're creepy.
Unless they're creepy. If they're pedophiles, you probably don't want to do that. But it's good. It's a little overpriced, I would say.
I agree. $7 is a bit much. It's better than $25, but I think $5 probably would have been a little bit better.
It's good. And now we're going to stop because my arm is getting tired and we've hit the street. Okay, bye.
Last but not least, it's time for a new segment we call the Exposé Extra.
This is a segment in which we feature a wire release that isn't quite suitable to do an entire Exposé episode on. For instance, a standalone slight or move. This week our shout out goes to Blake Voigt's The Split Sessions. This isn't a standalone effect or a move, but it is really underrated. It's one of the best things on the wire in my opinion. Once you watch it, you'll be splitting cards left and right. This was about 20 minutes after I watched the download, never having learned to split cards before. You can make your own gimmicks and create your own tricks, such as this. There's a lot you can do with the information in this download, and if you know nothing about splitting cards, we definitely recommend you check it out. And you can make cool things like this. It's pretty awesome.
The first person to suggest touch was Marco, who won a deck of Monarchs. Leave your suggestions for the trick you'd like us to review next week, and you may just win a brand new deck. Well, that's it for this week's episode. On behalf of my co-host, Junior Taekwondo, and I, we'll see you next week.
And I'll see you next Friday on The Insider. Or this Friday on The Insider. Episode 46 already.
You know that show's totally dead, right?
Blake's mom still watches it, and that's all that matters. See you next week.